Bam. Cheers, guys. Welcome back to another video. And somebody left me a comment just a little bit ago, actually, talking about techniques and how powerful they are for improving mental health. And it's really, for me, something that is very foundational. Even doing these videos for you guys helps keep me on track. I noticed that if I don't kind of consume this content or put out content that relates to mindset, that relates to gathering that control, gathering that inner authority, reclaiming our inner authority rather than reacting to the 3D, I personally begin to react to the 3D, right? And that can cause this negative spiral. And Kamal Ravikant talks about this in his book, Love Yourself, which he describes as coasting. He says that once he fell off of his practice, once he fell off of his he had a meditation as well, his affirmation practice, he began to coast, what he describes as coasting. And even when things are going well, there's always going to be those things that get under our skin. So even if the general picture is good, if we begin to kind of just allow ourselves to react to the outside 3D world, we will then have those negative inputs. Those negative inputs begin to pile up. And then if we're not taking control of our inner narrative, you can see how this leads down a path to spiraling. So I wanted to cover this post. It's a good reminder post. I love these reminder posts because they just get back to the basics, back to the basic core fundamentals of what we're doing here. So this post is called How Manifestation Actually Works, the Scientific Process Nobody Talks About. I've actually talked about this before. I have a whole video, I'll leave a link right here, about the science behind manifestation, but let's get into the post. So I want to share something that will completely change how you understand manifestation. After helping hundreds of people transform their reality and manifest their desires, I discovered why most people fail despite using all the common methods. Think about it. How many people have you seen doing affirmations religiously, visualizing their dreams, making vision boards, writing gratitude lists, using law of attraction, yet years later, they're still in the same place, still trying to make it work? Why? Because nobody explains how manifestation actually works in your brain. The truth. The reality is manifestation isn't some magical process where you think magical thoughts or positive thoughts and the universe delivers what you want. It's a scientific process of how your brain creates your reality. Your brain has one primary function: to keep you alive. And it does this by moving you away from pain and towards pleasure, away from danger and towards safety. This is how every animal survives, through the subconscious mind that operates below our consciousness, directing us toward what feels safe and away from what feels dangerous. The problem? Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined danger. Why most people fail. Here's what happens when most people try to manifest. They want more money, but their mind remembers how painful it felt to make mistakes, look stupid, or fail. Instead of taking action, they avoid that potential pain by watching Netflix, staying in their comfort zone, or trying different techniques. They want a relationship, but their mind associates pain with rejection, not being good enough, or getting hurt. So they sabotage opportunities, choose unavailable partners, or stay isolated while doing more affirmations. Your subconscious mind will always prioritize avoiding pain over pleasure, getting pleasure. This is why you can do all the positive thinking in the world, but if you have limiting beliefs about potential pain on the way to what you want, you'll stay stuck. The real process, here's how it actually works in your brain. 1, your beliefs create your reality. Every experience you've ever had has left a memory of how something feels. These memories become beliefs about what's possible, safe, and available to you. 2, beliefs drive everything. Your beliefs determine what opportunities you notice, how you interpret situations, what actions feel possible, what results you create, how others respond to you. 3, your creative energies. From these beliefs come your thoughts, mental energy, emotions, emotional energy, words, verbal energy, actions, physical energy. These energies, verbal energy is mental energy, but these energies, and they actually create the emotional energy as well, right? They're all connected, all of these things. These energies together create and attract your physical circumstances. So here is what they call the scientific path First, understand your brain needs two things to believe something: evidence, proof that it's real and possible; repetition, consistent reinforcement. This is why visualization or affirmations alone don't work. Your brain needs real evidence to an experience to change its beliefs. Here's the step-by-step process. 1, identify your current reality. Look at what you're getting in your life right now. This shows you what beliefs are operating in your subconscious mind. 1, if you're not getting what you want, you have limiting beliefs creating resistance. 2, find your limiting beliefs. What pain do you associate with getting what you want? What memories come up when you think about having it? What thoughts arise when you imagine achieving it? These show you what beliefs are blocking your manifestation. 3, create new evidence. This is where real transformation happens. You need to find proof that contradicts your limiting beliefs, create new experiences that support what you want, build evidence that it's safe to have your desire. We talked about that a lot. 4, reinforce daily from 21 to 30 days. Your brain builds new neural pathways through repetition. The more you reinforce new evidence, the stronger your new beliefs become. It's not about repeating empty words. It's about consistently experiencing new proof until your brain updates its programming. The transformation process. When you follow this process, something incredible happens. Your perception begins to shift. You start noticing opportunities you missed before. Your energy changes. People respond to you differently, and circumstances align naturally. I had a student who wanted to manifest a specific income. After we changed his limiting beliefs around money, success, and deserving, within 30 days, he not only reached the income, but exceeded it. Why? Because when you remove the limiting beliefs, you remove the resistance. Your natural creative energy flows towards what you want without sabotage. Common manifestation mistakes. The biggest mistake people make is trying to manifest from their current mindset. Remember, your current mindset is created by your current beliefs. If those beliefs created your current reality, they can't create a different one. You have to change the beliefs first, then reality changes automatically. Other common mistakes. 1, forcing positive thinking. This creates internal conflict. Your subconscious mind knows it's not real. This actually reinforces the limiting beliefs. 2, looking for external signs. The signs you need are in your internal response. How do you feel when you think about having what you want? 3, trying different techniques. If the core beliefs don't change, no technique will work. You'll keep creating the same reality with different methods. The key to permanent manifestation, here's the truth. You've already manifested perfectly. You're already manifesting perfectly. Your current reality perfectly matches with your current beliefs. Want to manifest something different? Change your beliefs. When you transform limiting beliefs about what's possible for you, what you deserve, what's safe to have, what you're capable of, your reality transforms automatically because now all your creative energies align toward what you want. For the exact process of how to change your limiting beliefs, visit Reddit/limiting beliefs. Remember, manifestation isn't about forcing the universe to give you what you want. It's about removing invisible barriers in your mind so you naturally create and attract what you desire. Interesting. So I have a ebook, which is free, down in the description. You can download it, use it. It is the best technique. It's what I've used. It's a combination of techniques to find and remove your limiting beliefs. But let's take a look at what they have linked here. Okay, so there's, r/limiting beliefs is a subreddit that it looks like this person has created. So they have different resources here. There's a bunch of different books. They actually have Psycho-Cybernetics, which I've spoken about. I've done readings from on this channel, Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, so that's cool. If you guys want the best method that I've ever come across, I've formulated it, put it into this book for you guys. It's there. You can download it for free. You don't have to read. Of course, I would recommend reading Think and Grow Rich. I would recommend reading some of these other books, but in terms of limiting beliefs just on their own, that's the best resource that I've ever come across, right? I've scoured and I put years, really, for years, I've been learning and going to different resources. And when I'm dropping this book, The Robotic Affirmation Code, which also, if you click on the link below, you'll be on the list to get that when it comes out, which is going to be really, really soon. I'm just putting the very final touches on it. The cover's done, everything's done. I'm learning how to, just different things that I have to learn in order to it's just like with anything, right? There's a learning curve. If I'm dropping a digital product, there's different things that I have to get ready and get in place in order for it to be available, in order for the process for me to send out the emails and all this. But with that being said, that book to get rid of your limiting beliefs, it's literally free. It's a resource that I've put a lot of time and effort into creating, and it is the sauce. In terms of getting rid of your limiting beliefs, it is the best thing that I have seen in, like I said, over 10 years of researching, working, experimenting with these techniques. Now, the comments in here, yeah, so there's different people talking about this. You know, there's different people. Basically, some people are saying this is sort of like cognitive behavioral therapy. And that's the cool thing. And that's why I always talk about how important it is to understand, again, psychology too. You know, when it comes to being and embodying and becoming that best version of yourself, you want to take a holistic approach. You want to look at traditional self-help. Guys like Jim Rohn, they've been talking about affirmations. They've been talking about taking action. They've been talking about all this stuff for a long time. If you just go headlong into one type of information, like let's say, trying to think of an example here, but let's say you're talking about dieting, right? And you listen to one set of advice, which is, you know, on one hand, people tell you to do like a vegetarian diet. You know, they say that eating meat is associated with these different risks, heart disease, different things, cardiovascular diseases. They link it to obesity, maybe these different things, right? So that's one line of thinking. And so it's cool. You do the research, you find out what it says. Now, on the other hand, you have all these people that are literally using a carnivore diet that have also improved their health, improved a lot of markers in their health. They maybe were diabetic, or maybe they had all kinds of issues. And I've seen, you know, Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson, there's a lot of people that are actually pretty well-known public figures that have spoken about this at length. She had like Hashimoto's or whatever, and then she got on meat, and now all of her symptoms, all these things that were bothering her all her life dissipated. So when you come to understand two opposing viewpoints or two different viewpoints, now you can actually combine what you've learned from both of them and cultivate a diet, let's say, that's more applicable for you. Maybe you notice that when you're on a vegetarian diet, you don't feel like you have as much energy as when you incorporate some meat. Maybe you notice if you're only eating meat that you go and get your blood work done or whatever, and you see that your lipid profile is getting a little bit higher or something, right? It's about experimenting and doing what works for you, because everyone is going to have their own take. You know, people like Alex Hormozi, people in the business space, they're like, I don't believe in, you know, affirmations, or I don't believe in doing this and making vision boards and stuff. And it's just about work. So maybe you actually, what would be good for a lot of people that are, you know, going so deep into the manifestation space is actually listening to some of those people to get their perspective. Because I promise you, the people that are actually succeeding with manifestation, I've read so many of these success stories. They're taking action too. They're embodying it on a physical level. They also are doing inner work. I think people like Alex Hormozi, he probably has done inner work. Maybe he's not aware of it consciously, but I'll tell you right now, if he didn't actually believe that he could be the successful entrepreneur that he is, if he didn't actually have the right type of mental models in his brain, he wouldn't actually be doing the action and doing all the work. And actually every single day, day in and day out, the guy's making content, you know, he's doing all this stuff. But people that are not there mentally, and they're lacking the mindset and the internal kind of dialogue that is actually going to benefit them and be productive, they wouldn't even take the action in the first place, because their mindset is not leading them down that path, right? It's just a matter of understanding. It's a matter of exposing yourself to different information. So, like I said, this post, it's a nice reminder. And like I said, if you're interested in the book that's coming out, and or you also want the limiting belief book, click the link in the description, check it out, do the exercises. if you do the exercise, when I first did the exercises, it's annoying, right? Your brain is going to tell you, like this is a waste of time. I don't want to do this. It requires you to do these like basically sentence stems. There's different exercises to go and find the beliefs, because if you have a thought that pops up, it's actually coming from a thought that it's a stem of a deeper kind of thought structure or belief that you're carrying. And so when you go and you find all the beliefs and uncover the core root beliefs, it's like a tree, you're able to identify it, and then you replace it. And there's a visualization exercise. There's an entire process that I guide you through in the ebook that is really just removing those negative beliefs. And again, it's something that you want to interact with. It's an interactive process. It's going to require you to do the exercises. It's not a passive thing. But when you do it, when I did it, I had an explosion of results in various different areas that I had been lacking in. And it was due to these beliefs. Again, though, I was also taking action. So it's a holistic process. You don't want to just be doing belief work or writing these sentence stems in a vacuum and then not actually taking action on your goals. For example, you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or, be a digital creator, and you're writing these beliefs that I'm making videos and my videos are going viral and everybody loves my content, right? But then you're not even posting a video. You're not going to want to do that. You need to take this balanced approach like they talked about in this post. That's when you're going to see your success. Anyways, guys, much love as always. Drop this video with a like. Like I said, download that resource below. You'll be added to the list for the new book when that comes out. And much love as always. Hit me with a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.